Hi guys, this is with Rose with Pertain to Rose, and this is my favorite, Toni Paulvir. We're going to talk today about detoxing. It's so good for you. So, Toni is like the ultimate detoxer. I know there's a lot of foods like lemons and garlic and onions that help detox your body. Uh, what are some of the things that you do, like foods that you eat that you detox with, or
Well, mostly I use a lot of DSMO, which is a solvent for people. It's for solvent, so it sucks stuff out of your body because we have plastic in our bodies. We have all kinds of heavy metals. We have
all kinds of
what are some of the
chemicals,
chemicals? Oh,
fire retardants. They put it right in our food. Keep that in mind.
well, yeah.
Bromine, they put bromine in bread, and that's a fire retardant. And so many
Yeah.
people eat bread every day. Bread is not good for you to eat every day.
Well, petroleum products
hmm
is in our foods, like so that's the plastic that gets in our bodies, which we have a lot of plastic in our bodies. You can research any of this stuff and find information on it. I
Now,
guess if you go deep enough, I guess.
well,
But
you don't use anything plastic in your house. Everything you use
well,
is
not
glass or
everything.
wood.
There's not, I mean,
Most
if it's
stuff.
PBA free, I would use it. But I use glass because glass, well, it just the plastic actually goes into the water. Like people buy water bottled
hmm
waters, and depending on how old that water is, there's plastic coming out of the bottle into
Right,
the
it
water.
actually leaches into your water.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have been getting away from using plastic over the past several years, and they're getting better. They're not using straws as much. Well, now you can buy the metal or the glass straws, which is better for you.
For the environment, yeah.
Yeah.
That plus plastic too. If you're drinking through a straw, yeah, plastic.
So just talk for a moment about why you detox, because you've had a lot of symptoms over the years, and it's helped get that stuff out of your body. You started getting healthier.
Well, I mean, I'm 66 years old, so I think there's a lot of 66-year-olds that do have issues with their health, somewhat. Um, so since I'd been detox, and when you start detox, like originally I detoxed because, well, I went into this place because my back hurt, and they did something called cross fiber, and and it got better, but then my hips, I was been doing some steroid shots in my hips. I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people take steroids as well. And then they just said, well, when the steroids don't work, then you can get your hip replaced. Well, they're telling me all these alternative ways of avoiding surgery, because surgery, the scar tissue and everything really messes you up bad.
hmm
And it's just side effects, and it's like a quick fix. Surgery's a quick fix, but if you actually want to get healthy from your inside out, then it takes a lot of patience and time, doesn't it? So that's why she
It
says, well,
takes
you've been doing this a long time.
it takes a long time.
It does.
You are working out chemicals, fire retardants, pesticides. You're working out plastic out of your body, heavy metals, like she said, and certain metals actually cling to your brain cells, and that's why people have the uh, like brain fog all the time.
All the dementia
Sugars,
and Alzheimer's, all that stuff is just outrageous. I mean,
yeah, sugars are really bad for you.
pharmaceuticals too. I mean, how
Yeah,
many people do you know that take 10, 15 different and they're numb. That's the problem.
yep.
When you detox, you're not numb anymore. And trust me, it's a mind, body, soul cleansing. It's not just your body; it's everything.
That's a very good point to make.
Yeah, it is.
You
'Cause
really do change.
you have to change your belief that it's even working. Or
Right.
that that you're feeling better. So
Now, I normally try to do a good detox. Now, I have a tea detox that I use I do that like once every 3 to 6 months. Now I also do foot detoxes and stuff like that. But you took it to a whole new level on getting stuff
Right.
out
Well,
of your
first of
body.
all, when I told them at the detox depot that I used one of those detoxes for your feet,
Mhm.
they said that it's kind of like that solvent that comes out of my body. So what it's doing is taking out solvents, or it's the DSMO. I'm sure that has something to do with taking out, but the problem is it's in a plastic bag. It's in plastic,
Right.
so that plastic is coming out of the plastic too.
So you almost have to find
It
some
comes
kind
out
of
of
glass
plastic.
container or
Yeah, that would be a lot better.
to do it in.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what else is about it other than that. That was the main thing about it. But
Now I know I felt a difference from
Yeah.
doing it. I had severe back pain and I did the foot detox for the first time, and that there actually took my back pain away. Now that back pain I had for what, almost 2 months, maybe even more than that I had, and it was so severe. I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand. You know, it just hurt no matter what. And I drive all over the place, all over the country. So it really made it worse trying to sit in my vehicle. And it did help. I took notice immediately, the change. And it lasted me for quite a while that the back pain didn't come back. And since then, I've been detoxing more and I've been trying different things. I do eat a lot of foods that detox you, like garlic. I eat garlic every day, onions, lemon, stuff like that. Stuff that are acidic helps detox your body. Um, Now you detox your lymph nodes and
yeah,
everything.
they talk about your lymph system, which most doctors don't pay attention to. They don't really understand what it does, supposedly. But what the lymph system does, it's a detox for your body. It's like a water system that's detoxing your body. So if you have lymphoma or if you have a swollen lymph node, it's like blocked lymph nodes, because you have millions of lymph nodes, and because the water's just going through your body. And so if those get clogged, it causes inflammation, and then it causes disease.
Yeah.
And so it all wraps around this lymph system.
And now you have an exerciser you get on to help dislodge.
There's a cellulizer that I use. It's a small, it's not a regular small trampoline. It has, little springs on it. You can buy really nice ones like for $500. Mine was only like a couple hundred. And I got it used. So, but normally it was only a couple hundred. But anyways, you don't have any kind of what's that called when you're run and you get
Oh yeah, you don't have no impact.
no, because it's coming back up.
Right.
And so you just do baby bounces on this thing, and that moves your lymph. And I've seen ladies that their knee hurt, they would get on a cellulizer and do it baby steps, just baby bouncing.
Right.
I mean, you can do bigger and
Right.
Whatever you want with it, but just baby, and that just moves lymph. So that's a really good thing. I use a hot cold. I do that probably 5-6 times a week.
And that's from a hot tub to an ice bath.
And it has a microcurrent in it, and it's got a light, infrared light for light therapy, and they have binaural beats and stuff going in the background, and so it's
you
really
need
nice.
the binaural beats too. That's good for your brain waves.
Yeah, and it regenerates cells. The ones they play on there is cell regeneration.
Yeah, I like the ones they play in there. So she's talking about a gym that she goes to, and I absolutely love this gym. And everything is all natural. Everything they do, I can't even explain it all. It's amazing.
They do a lot.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worth to check out a place like that has for your
There's
total
no
health.
places like that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You know?
usually they put the hot tub and the ice bath they have has no chlorine or fluoride in it. It's
Yeah, they have a really good water system and watering filtering system, and then they have, well, they use peroxide, I guess, hydrogen peroxide,
Mm-hmm.
food grade, 30% to clean and things like that, to keep it clean. And so that's just one of the things. And then there's this infrared sauna. First, I go into that because I do most of my stuff at home. And I go there, and well, they also have all these neuro things, and I do a program for my neuro for depression, because I got depression after I had COVID, because I was getting long haulers, and that's another reason I'm kind of in this so much, because I'm trying, I'm getting myself better. And it's, most COVID didn't do much for anybody. A lot of people were fine with COVID, but then there were a few people that just, it still had symptoms from it. But what I believe is my system was weakened from the virus, or if it even is a virus, and so it made I had sudden hearing loss, and I just was sick, and I don't know, I was messed up for a long time. So luckily I had that. I'm blessed, and I know it was the grace of God, because otherwise I would have had no choice but to keep trying medications, even though I did try medications, and those just made me sick.
Right. Now, do you also wear mostly all cotton clothes too?
Yeah, because, well, especially because, you wear polyester, that actually goes into your skin, and
Your skin absorbs it.
yeah, and your skin is the biggest organ that
Yep.
you have, and that's the biggest one that you detox from, but a lot of it comes into. I did a lot of painting, and I used to spray paint frames for my business, and I'm pretty sure the heavy metals from the spray paint was probably what caused my sudden hearing loss, not necessarily COVID or whatever, because I have like this pressure, and I'm learning more about tinnitus and that kind of thing than I've ever learned before.
I had my own business painting houses, and let me tell you, that paint is so toxic for you.
Yeah, it is.
It gets on
Especially
your
enamel.
your skin's absorbing it up, you're breathing it in. It's horrible. It gets in your eyes. It really does cause problems over a long period of time. That's something you definitely, if you're a painter, make sure you're well covered and you wear the appropriate personal protection, stuff when using that stuff, especially if you're spray painting. That's really important because you don't want to be inhaling those. You don't really see it, but it's really small particles of paint that you're inhaling, and it's going in your lungs. So same thing if you're spraying hairspray. Neither one of us use any kind of hairspray that's not a pump. It's a
Well, I don't.
aerosol. Yeah, we don't use any kind of aerosol sprays.
Well, I don't use anything with fragrance in it.
Yeah, I don't like
It
fragrances
says fragrance,
either.
don't use it. There's not, unless, like essential oil or something, but fragrance, that's their, they put that there, but it's really like 5,000 different chemicals in there.
Right. And then you also do an oxygen
I do
regimen.
ozone.
Ozone, that's it.
Mhm.
The ozone. And that's really good. Now, that goes in every orifice of your body, if you want to think about that. But it really does
I
help.
don't do my teeth because I still have some metal in there. I got the amalgam taken out. I had 4 wisdom teeth with amalgam. They said, you're not going to get better till you get these out, and I finally got them out, and I could tell a difference after I got those out. But it wasn't like none of this stuff is a one thing and you're better.
Nope. It takes a long time.
And it takes a lot of different things, like even I figured out I had mold in my washing machine, so I had to get rid of my because you're trying to get rid of the mold. Everybody has mold,
Right.
but you still, I guess some people are even a little bit more allergic to it, but
Right.
mold isn't good for anybody, I guess.
Yeah, and now you're pretty good about your cleaners and stuff like that are all natural, all organic.
Yeah.
I mean, you really have to think. If you're doing one thing, you may want to incorporate some of these other steps, especially with, not using the plastic cups or plates or bowls anymore. Styrofoam. Don't use styrofoam. Really, really bad for you. And do not be heating styrofoam up in your microwave. that releases a chemical into your food and into your coffee or whatever you're drinking. It is very toxic for you. Um, Once you start changing these things, you're gonna slowly start detoxing this stuff out of your body, and you may see symptoms like a rash. You got a rash
Yeah.
on your leg, or you may get an or what do they call that? A fungal rash. You know, where it's like a little bumpy and itchy and looks like shingles.
Yeah,
All
I'm
that's
still getting those rashes, and I've had one on my neck and around my ears for a month now, and they said that the DSMO, or the FNG, I call it, around my ear for 7 months. Swear to God, 7 months. It's starting to loosen up the lymph. The lymph is in there because it's hard to, like I did lymph drains, but it's hard to get the lymph nodes in your ear.
right, right.
So so yeah, it's really interesting, and
Yeah, stuff will
it's
come
not-
out of your body in very weird ways. But once it's out, you will be so surprised at the change that you have. You can finally start getting healthy. And not everything's curable. I'm not saying they are. I believe they are. But I can't say that on here. Let me tell you, if you start eating all natural, organic, you eat everything organic.
well, not everything. There's like a dirty dozen, and then there's a cleaner dozen. So some of the stuff, especially the stuff with hard shells and stuff, I guess aren't too bad.
Right.
What GMO, unless they're probably GMO, try to stay away from it. But I don't go 100%. I do eat clean though. I eat really clean.
And that's important for our environment,
Yeah,
too.
well, why are you trying to get all these toxins out and then put more toxins in there? I can't believe what people are eating. I just get sick to my stomach because watching these people eat this crap.
I had her buy me a McDonald's last time I was here and bring it home. She was all day at the gym and bring it home for me. She was gagging. She almost
Yeah,
threw
she
up.
made me stop at McDonald's. That was
She
awful.
almost threw up in the car driving home because of the smell. And you don't think about that because we're so used to eating stuff like that. And I'm on the road, I'll stop and grab a quick burger or something, when I'm hungry. And you don't think about that when you haven't had it in so long. After a while, that the same way with sugar, you get away from it. It makes you sick to smell it, to taste it, and that really did. It really bothered you. I mean,
Sugar really bothers me now. I mean, I feel like, sometimes it's sad because I don't feel like I'm missing out on life or whatever. But sometimes, I'll have a beer now and then or a glass of wine, or I'd even eat ice cream but I'd rather, like one time I ate a couple desserts for my birthday, and I really hurt. My joints and everything hurt. Like, I think once you start detoxing, you're more sensitive to toxins then.
well, they say sugar goes to your joints. That it is,
Does it? Yeah.
it's an issue for your joints. So
Yeah.
if you're having joint problems, you may want to consider that. Cut back on the soda or stop drinking it altogether because it will mess you up. It's not just weight gain and stuff. Sugar is massively bad for
Well, and like I can't even gain weight. I lost a bunch of weight from detox, and they said that the fat, because what you do when you detox, it's the toxins are stored in your fat cells, or your knees, or fat cells, and then so when those fat cells are gone, then they don't you can't really gain weight
you.
because you don't have toxic fat cells anymore.
Now, you lost quite a bit of weight with detoxing.
Well, from being sick, I think it was mostly from being sick. Like after I got sick with COVID, I upped up my, I upped my detox a lot because I couldn't do anything else.
Same thing with taking vitamins. You should try to find an all natural organic vitamin if you need to take multiple vitamins or different
Or
kinds
whole
of vitamins.
foods.
Whole foods, yes.
Food vitamin.
Yeah, you want to definitely, because what they're putting in some of that, they're actually putting stuff in it. It's like almost like plastic that holds that together, and they're putting it in our vitamins. You know, there's so much stuff that goes in, and a lot of it is man-made. I do not buy over the counter vitamins anymore. Not at all. And I still have some that I haven't taken in a long time. They need thrown out. I just have a hard time with throwing stuff out. I'm really weird like that. But I need to get rid of them. But it's something to really consider. Now, also do the kombucha
Kombucha.
tea or
Yeah,
kombucha.
But I think
Kombucha.
starting to itch a little. We got. How long has it been?
Do you want to go put some what cheese on?
Not for this. Do you think we should wrap it up?
We
It's
can
pretty
wrap
long.
this up if you want. Detox. Detox. We're just having fun today.
I mean, we could go on and on. This is not
We
a
can
long-
actually do a part 2 later on if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do a
I mean,
part two.
we can really consider that. I just wanted to get this out to you because I know she has all this information in her head. We just got to draw it out because she is so intelligent with this, and it's really changed her life, and I know it's been changing mine. I am truly hoping it's going to change your life. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Bye, Toni.
Bye.